Hello, and welcome to another video. Today, I am back with my third collector booster from Outlaws of Thunder Junction. So let's open it up and see what we got. Let's get started. Razzle Dazzler, 1 blue for a 1/2. Creature, Human Wizard, common. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Razzle Dazzler. It can't be blocked this turn. Boneyard Desecrator, 3 black for a 3/4. Creature, Zombie Mercenary, common. Menace, 1 black. Sacrifice another creature. Put a +1/+1 counter on Boneyard Desecrator. If an outlaw was sacrificed this way, create a treasure token. Outlaws Fury, 2 red for an instant, common. Creatures you control get +2/+0 until end of turn. If you control an outlaw, exile the top card of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play that card. Lush Oasis, land, desert, common. Lush oasis enters the battlefield tapped. When lush oasis enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to target opponent. Tap, add green or blue. Intrepid Stablemaster. 1 green for a 2/2. Creature, Human Scout, uncommon. Reach. Tap, add green. Tap, add 2 mana of any 1 color. Spend this mana only to cast mount or vehicle spells. Unfortunate accident. Black for an instant, uncommon, with spree. +2 and a black. Destroy target creature. +1. Create a 1/1 red mercenary creature token with tap. Target creature you control gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery. Form a posse. X red white for a sorcery, uncommon. Create X 1/1 red mercenary creature tokens with tap. Target creature you control gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery. A foil full art island. And a breaking news. Clear shot. 2 green for an instant, uncommon. target creature you control gets +1/+1 until end of turn. It deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. A foil showcase, humiliate. White, black. For a sorcery, uncommon. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. That player discards that card. Put a +1/+1 counter on a creature you control. Our first rare is Rush of Dread. 1 black, black, black. For a sorcery, rare with spree. +1. Target opponent sacrifices half the creatures they control, rounded up. +2. Target opponent discards half the cards in their hand, rounded up. +2. Target opponent loses half their life, rounded up. An extended art, Assimilation Aegis. 1 white, blue. For an artifact, equipment, mythic rare. When Assimilation Aegis enters the battlefield, exile up to 1 target creature until Assimilation Aegis leaves the battlefield. Whenever Assimilation Aegis becomes attached to a creature, for as long as Assimilation Aegis remains attached to it, that creature becomes a copy of a creature card exiled with Assimilation Aegis. Equip 2. Our extended art commander card is Cactus Preserve. Land, desert, rare. Cactus Preserve enters the battlefield tapped. Tap, add 1 mana of any type that a land you control could produce. 3. Until end of turn, Cactus Preserve becomes an XX green plant creature with reach, where X is the greatest mana value among your commanders. It's still a land. A showcase Villainous Wealth. X black, green, blue for a sorcery. Rare. Target opponent exiles the top X cards of their library. You may cast any number of spells with mana value X or less from among them without paying their mana costs. And finally, a foil showcase. Leyline Binding. 5 white for an enchantment. Mythic Rare. Flash. Domain. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each basic land type among lands you control. When Leyline Binding enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent an opponent controls until Leyline Binding leaves the battlefield. A pest token. And a treasure token. Alright, so here is our pack. And not the most exciting pack, I wouldn't say, but I'm curious to hear what you might take from this pack if you were in a situation where you were drafting a collector booster. I think there are some decent options. I've never played with the Assimilation Aegis before, so I might be interested in trying that out. Realistically, I'm probably most interested in Leyline Binding, although I wouldn't expect to get this down much further than 3, but I do think that is still reasonable. I don't think I'm the type to go for Villainous Wealth, but that could certainly be a consideration. The Cactus Preserve, unfortunately, is pretty unplayable. The Rush of Dread might be fun to try out as well. Clear Shot is pretty solid, but yeah, I think it would have to be Leyline Binding for me, but make sure you let me know what your pick would be down in the comments. And that will do it for today. Thank you so much for joining me while we opened another collector booster together. If you enjoyed this video, I would so appreciate if you would hit that thumbs up button. And please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll be back with new Magic the Gathering ASMR videos every Monday and Friday. A huge thank you to everyone who has already subscribed. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day.